I think it's live.
Hello. How's everyone doing? We are here to talk about Empire of Gold.
I wish I had copies. I need to ASAP. Like now that I finished reading the series, I need to have physical copies.
Yeah.
That's my next purchase.
Yeah,
to go.
I listened to most of this one on audio. I've been pretty good about the first two, about actually like annotating and underlining, but this one I was like, nope, I just need to need to get through. I annotated the first part of it, and then, or like probably the first third of it, and then the last 2/3 listened to over the last handful of days, and like wrote notes on my phone and everything to try to remember what was going on. But
yeah, a lot happened in this book.
Yeah. And we can do quick intros. Hopefully, if everyone's been following along, this is the third book in the series, so I feel like we can just do a super quick hello and like overall thoughts, and then just kind of dive in, because I feel like at this point there's not really going to be much non-spoilery stuff to talk about. But hello everyone, Emily, and you're on my channel, and we've been kind of going around on different people's channels to talk about this series. And unfortunately, Mel couldn't join us today. She was not feeling well, so unfortunately she can't join, and we hope that she feels better soon. So it'll be the three of us today. And yeah, I had such a fun time with this one. So many things to discuss, but yeah, this one was fun. So who would like to say hi next?
Sure, I will. So hi everyone. I am so excited to talk about this book. I read it almost like a month ago now. I think I finished it mid-July or something, because I just couldn't wait
in a frenzy.
So exciting. What a great finish to the trilogy. I really, really loved it. So amazing.
Yeah. I totally agree with you too. I absolutely love the end of this one, the end of the story. I struggled a little bit with the first half, like kind of that was a little bit slow, maybe. But at the end, yeah, I was completely captivated, and yeah, really like the ending. Yeah. Although a couple of little things niggled at me actually at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, I was thinking about that, and I'm curious to see like your opinions and things, and because I have like a few questions I think left, but I haven't wanted to do any research or like to go and search for them, because I do want to read the short story collection first, and I don't want to spoil myself or anything that maybe will be answered there or something. So I don't know, but yeah, overall it was a super enjoyable read.
Yeah.
And an amazing ending. Like, yeah. So what was it about the first half, Kim, that didn't really work for you? Maybe.
I think just whenever I pick up like a fantasy book in a series, I think I always find the start just a little bit like, when we were just like going back to the characters, revisiting where they're at. That part I always find
getting the story restarted.
Yeah, kind of recapping but not recapping. That kind of
stuff. Because it's always a different experience, reading them relatively close together versus, it's been a year since the last one was published and the next one is just coming out. And it's also, I think, just in comparison to the end of the second one, that was just like bam, 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 and just like so many things happening, like with what happened at the end, and then like jumping in the lake and then suddenly being back in Cairo, to just like, you're kind of forced to just take a beat and be like, okay.
Yeah.
What do we do? How do we get back? And so I think it was, an intentional way of trying to slow things down for a bit.
I kind of felt the same. Yeah. I liked how the action picks up immediately, that there's no time jump. There's no, like, you really get to see the characters grappling with a new situation, which obviously was traumatic and chaotic for everyone. The loss of magic, the disappearance of the seal, like all of those things was like
dear, they think,
and the aftermath of
just
that. So yeah, I thought as I was reading, between the second and the third book, I think I had a couple of weeks not between them, and I loved getting like starting the book and going like, oh yes, that happened, and oh right, that had happened. Like, so yeah, I definitely think that it's a good series to binge in a way because there's so many details and so
Yeah.
many things that you might
Yeah.
like forget in between.
I
Yeah.
love her going to see the apothecary owner again. That was so cute.
Yes, and he's the best.
I
What
love
a
Yeah.
great character.
I just loved as well that he just kept forgetting Ali.
I know. He's like, who are you? What?
That was so funny.
I
Oh,
kind of know. Yeah.
I keep forgetting you're there. Why? Yeah, I really enjoy those interactions. That was great, and he's my favorite. You know,
Yeah,
I
he
love
was
him.
great.
Yeah.
Love him. What a great character. Loved seeing him like nerding out in the Cairo market and that kind of thing was just great.
She's like, I know what'll make you happy. Here's a market. And he's like, this
Yeah.
is the best.
There's some books.
I was
So
actually impressed that they kind of didn't rush back straight away. They actually took the time to sort themselves out.
Yeah, make a plan, get
Mhm.
better. Yeah.
Have brain
Exactly.
surgery, you know. Just I was like, oh, we're doing this. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I loved Nari's character development in this book. I thought it was like from that beginning of like deciding to go with Ali and not staying in Cairo,
Mhm.
where she could have just her normal life back.
Yeah.
And then, well, everything else that happens throughout.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you
really.
can understand the pull, but you're like, let's do it, Nari. Like, go save David Bad.
Yes. Oh my God, I was so rooting for them to do everything and, you know, getting to acknowledge their feelings for one another.
When they finally kiss,
It was so satisfying.
it was so cute.
It was a good development of the romantic tension. I really liked that. It was so good.
It's like we've wanted this since book one.
Pretty much. But yeah, I really thought that the relationship developed pretty organically from like the situation that they were in. It was obvious that they weren't, you know, jump at each other at the first chance they got. Like they needed to work through some stuff, clearly. But yeah, really enjoyed all of that aspect. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, definitely. It was kind of lovely as well that Ali ruined the moment as well.
Because you knew he would. Like,
Obviously,
you know, like
he does that.
he's like, you know, he's gonna be battling within himself. And, like, that was such an Ollie moment. You're like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
And
so whatever. What? No, what comes next right after that, like the whole surgery thing, that was all insane. I was like,
take this out of me.
Yes.
I was listening to it on audio and that section. Well, I listened to most of it anyway, but I was literally walking up and down my living room so stressed. Just like, what is happening?
Dumb shit. You good to help? And he's like, no.
What's happening?
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God.
And I didn't trust her enough, like, not to kill him.
Yeah.
As well. I was like genuinely worried.
Yeah, I was like, how is this gonna work? You're doing open heart surgery. Like, you don't have. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, if that's how you kill Ali as a Chakraborty, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
I did fear that she was gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know,
the stakes were high. I was like, part of me was like, nah. They're not gonna. She's not gonna kill the love interest. But then I was like, what if she does?
But what if
she does?
No. Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah, it was. It was excellent. Yeah. So, shall we go right back to the beginning and kind of think about?
Yes.
What happens at the start?
Yes,
Naya,
yeah.
Terrible human being.
Yep. Like, I kept getting more and more horrified, and I was like, how is this possible? How does it keep getting worse? Like,
yeah, you don't think it can get worse, and then you're like,
oh yeah, it's worse.
Yeah. Because at one point, I think right at the beginning, I almost, with the sob story of what happened, I was like, okay, she's a redeemable character for me at that point. So that was so clever because she kind of brought you on side completely with her.
And she brought Dara on side too, which was on purpose, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Dara was never I was never on his side. I couldn't. I was so irritated by Dara, so like throughout.
Yeah.
And devastated. Like, I just think as well, it's kind of like a hard time to read this book because there's so many parallels of what's going on in like a real world with like whole communities just being destroyed and brought down and families just gone. Like, it was just hard to read. And I just didn't know, he just could never come back from that for me. I just couldn't. Like, and he kind of became enslaved by her just too late. I'm like, well, you've done it. You know, I wouldn't have forgiven him. If I was angry. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I struggled with that as well. I do think that, you know, his moment of realization came too late, but I thought it was cleverly done by Sister Kraborty to like show a character that, you know, has a lot of is it unredeeming? Redeeming? English today. Qualities, and then you're like, it makes you very uncomfortable to read about. So yeah, but in the end, the Nari's humanity kind of wins out in forgiving him, but you know, he's still like not going to be part of her life because he can't come back. So I think it's kind of a nice balance in the end. Like he set out
like, all right, good. Like you just go and just leave Nari to be happy in her hospital.
Yeah. But yeah, the moment when he's actually enslaved again was still very horrifying to read about.
That was horrifying.
Yeah.
And then she's like, be a scourge again. I was like, okay, I do feel bad here.
Yeah. The scene in the hospital though, that was bad. That was very bad.
Which scene was that?
when
he goes to the hospital to try to find Ali's sister.
The sister, Zainab.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking for a moment there too.
And he destroys and kills so many people there, and he was
like, I'm gonna keep killing until.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then she's just like, all right, fine.
I mean, I suppose once you've killed so many people, you just lose that track of like, like what you should and shouldn't do, I guess.
Yeah, you can see that he's still like he's getting conflicted even then, but he just keeps going because it's what he was told to do. So
his like blind faith in his cause was frustrating, but it's you can see like the reality of someone getting so, you know, I mean, this is like centuries and centuries of like build up.
Yeah, definitely for him, obviously, like so much, so many things have happened for him to be the way that he is, obviously. So yeah, it's very interesting to read about. Not the most comfortable of experiences. But definitely an interesting thing.
It was great to see her growth, though, just as a character. And then have her look back at the end and be like, I was so young and naive. And be like, yes, you were. But you grew.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah, exactly. But what Naya did to Dara, like physically, really reminded me of like Frankenstein. Like the way he's like pieced together and like it's just so horrible. Really horrible.
Yeah, that ending when he gets brought back to life again, like with that awful magic thing. That was at that point I was like, okay, that's rock bottom, right? Like that has to be.
Oh yeah, of course.
And like how it was done, like with her just like slaughtering people in that room. The Davis as well, wasn't it? It was her own people.
Yeah, it was her own people. Oh my god, I forgot how that the lead up to that the betrayal, whatever, the secret plot that Monterir was oh my god, I did not see that coming. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Like I honestly thought that Monterir was trying to do what he could to, make the best of the situation, help out. But nope, no, he was planning.
Yeah.
It was great. It was so well done. What a twist. Did not
Yeah, it
see
was. I was so upset that he failed. Like,
Yes.
why?
Oh.
He was a dear.
Yeah.
And Dara turning to kill Manaiza. I was like,
So good.
So many just twists and turns.
Oh, yes. Well, the biggest twist, which I think I said in the Discord, I kind of was thinking about that something was not adding up. And I was right. I was like,
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew she wasn't her mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
That floored me. I
I
literally
wouldn't have
didn't.
even thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, because I mean they've said it for 2 books, and I'm like, oh yeah, obviously.
But something was like not adding up in my
Yeah.
brain, the way that she was treating each of her children, like the way that she talked about them, the way that she I was like, nah, something is not right. And like right before the reveal came, I was like, oh, she was lying about the story. Like oh my God. Yes, it was such a satisfying moment, because I like, same thing happens to me in a mystery book. When you figure out the twist right before they say it,
Yeah.
that means it was well done, because you could kind of get the clues and figure things out for yourself, but not too early that everything else is boring to read, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was so well done. I love that.
It was really weird, because I was just like, who is her father? Like,
Yeah.
Like the timeline to me didn't make sense. I was like, is this a mistake, or is something like not?
Oh, and her seeing her mother's memories.
Yeah.
All of that was so
I
sweet.
was like, I just want to give you a hug.
And her meeting her grandfather, I forgot.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That was so good.
Yeah.
That was so good. I think I actually teared up there.
Yeah.
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 That's like finally you get to like have a family member in your life
So sweet. I love that.
after not having any family, or the family that you kind of have is awful.
Wasn't so good. Yeah. Yeah.
But,
And I love the relationship with her brother. I keep forgetting his
yeah, she and Jamshid, I love them.
Jamshid, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I love sibling relationships in books. And yeah, I thought that both Ali and his siblings and Nari and Jamshid were really well done.
Yeah.
Even though they're just like, starting like a new, like their relationship is kind of new. Like they don't know how to treat each other. But yeah, I thought it was great. Really well done.
And yeah, just again the way her and Ali's relationship developed. And I love it even at the end, like after she and Montadir are divorced, like she's living on her own and she's like, okay, like you're gonna come around, right?
Are you gonna do
and
something?
it just takes him so long to I'm like, you do this. I love you, but you do this.
Yeah. It's great.
Like you were so adorable, but
yeah. And what about Ali's transformation?
That, yes. Oh my God. I was just, I for some moment, I couldn't really picture it in my head, like what he was looking like at the moment. Like,
yeah.
How far was this transformation?
Or some of the other creatures too. I'm really excited. I think we talked about this last time, but like, really, and I hope this adaptation like actually keeps going.
Oh my God, I still haven't looked it up.
Like I haven't like seen much recently about it, but I'm like, no, this needs to happen because this would be such a cool series to have as a show, and like see what these different creatures like they kind of describe a Shadu. So like I kind of have an image in my mind, but I'm like, I want to know what a Shadu looks like.
Yeah,
I want to know what Daevabad looks like, or like from the descriptions that she has, I'm like, I want to go there and I want to see it. Or Shefala, like go to Tinitri.
I loved when they went to see Ali's mom.
Yeah, Haka had some great scenes in this one.
Yes, Ali's mom was great.
It's like, y'all are obviously gonna marry and be a king and queen here, right? And they're like, no.
Yeah, she was great. I liked that how Nari forced his mother to tell him what was going on. Because yeah, I would have been so mad if
Mhm.
Ali didn't know anything
Yeah.
until too late. Yeah, I thought that was well done. But yeah, but I was so happy to see how all the pieces with all the different magic creatures, gods,
Mhm.
things kind of came together,
Yeah.
um, and explained a lot of things about
Mhm.
the nar. Oh my god, I keep forgetting the vocabulary. The water things.
The Marin.
The married.
Arid. I was
Yeah.
like, something is wrong.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the Marin's coming in, the Perrys, like everyone's.
so many things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really thought that the scene when they're in the Nile and they are attacked and then they are saved, and it was again so tense, so like so many things going on. But yeah,
Oh, we haven't
it was
mentioned Fiza. Fiza was a super fun character.
Wait, who?
She like
Oh,
the pirate.
pirate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She,
yeah,
loved her. She
yeah.
was
She
great.
was fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
when they get captured and they're like, and Nari makes Ali flirt with her to be saved. Like, and he has no idea what he's doing.
What?
Oh, what an adorable
So
person.
funny.
Yeah, so good.
yeah.
But yeah, I liked her character a lot.
Yeah, I think the book does a good job of introducing new characters. You know, it's risky sometimes to introduce new characters in the last book of a trilogy, but I thought it was well done. Like,
Hmm.
you have some extra things going around and that add to the story. I thought
Mhm.
it was well done. Yeah.
And I think like because I was a bit worried that she was going to be a rival to Nari, so when they became like more friends, I was like, yeah, and they respected each other. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not going to go down that road of like
Yeah.
rivalry because
Yeah, I like that
appreciate
too.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it easily could have, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't have liked that as much, but
Yeah.
distracting.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
there wasn't any more room for more distractions in the book. There were so many
it's
things
like-
going on. So many things. It was long. I don't know. What did you think about the length overall in the end? I thought I could keep up with the pace all right.
Yeah.
For me, it didn't slow down, especially halfway through. I was like
Mhm.
devouring it. I kept
Yeah.
forgetting to comment in the Discord because I just couldn't stop reading.
you read it in like one day, didn't you? Or like a couple
No,
of days.
no, it took me a couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read the last. I don't know, the last, not half, but a bit more than a third. I read like in one sitting, like one go. Like I could not stop. It was amazing. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
I
I love
kind of
when I
was
get through
dragging
that.
it out. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of thinking I was dragging it out at the end because I didn't want it to just end. So I was like going a bit
Yeah.
slow. But yeah, I liked it. I thought the pacing was good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it
I
felt
do-
like there were too many scenes where I was like, "Oh, this could easily be cut," or like,
No,
I could see the purpose behind all
Yeah.
the scenes,
Yeah,
even
to make all
slower
the
ones.
yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know what.
Well, apart from Dara's.
You're like, no, Dara, in the third book, please.
Enough of this. Yeah, a lot of
he
times I
wasn't
was like,
all bad, I suppose. He
Yeah.
was a good brother. I can give him that.
that's true. Yeah,
He loved his little sister. But that was brutal. I get it. It's brutal what he's been through. I do get. Oh my gosh. What was the other Jim with the green eyes? That older one.
yes.
That went to where Ali's mum lives.
He was the best.
I loved that character so much because he was so miserable. It literally like cracks me up every time he was in a scene. I love that.
Yes, I like that he was like no nonsense. Like he was telling them how things are, and also get me out of here. Get me here. Yeah, what was his name? I keep forgetting. Something with I think.
I can't remember his name at all.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, I can't remember what I should have marked it, but yeah, there was something that happened once he was in Ali's mum's town, and I thought it was hilarious. I love the Empire.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, I like that we got to see Ali's grandfather. I just remember that too. When he
Like
goes
who?
to when he
Oh
goes
yeah.
he goes to pray and he finds an old man there, and the old man is his
Oh,
grandpa.
hey.
And he's there.
Yeah.
I really like that. I thought it was a great introduction to the character, because we were meant to think like he was this, kind of scary old guy and like whatever, and he was just like, your mother doesn't let me do anything anymore.
Oh, right.
Which is so relatable for I remember my grandpa saying that kind of thing too about my mom, like, they don't let me do anything anymore, like I can do things. So yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Everyone meeting their grandfathers.
What else? I was thinking of something just now and I kind of
Yeah, I'm looking back over it, like the notes that I
oh yeah, that's a good idea. I
wrote
did.
down.
So the Ifrit do like one of them killing the other one. That shocked me.
Right.
I was like, what is happening?
Taking the ring.
I was in a frenzy reading that. I was like, what is going to happen now? Like, yeah, I did not see that coming either. I was like,
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, oh dang! And then that frees up Nari to go back and face her mom again and be like, you absolute.
what did you try to
You
do to
told me
me?
that's Ifrit and gave them my name?
Incredible. Incredible. Oh, the thing about the name, I loved that. As soon as her real name was mentioned, I was like, that's not gonna work. That's not her name. That's not her name.
Mm.
She doesn't even know that. Like that's, and I thought it was really well done. Like that whole thing of
Yeah.
identity, the theme of identity for her was very important, clearly.
Yeah.
So I thought it was such a great, like, full circle moment.
Yeah.
Amazing. Love that. Really enjoyed that. Oh, that whole ending, like seriously, to me that whole ending was like, this is great. This is great. Oh my God, what's gonna happen next?
Like, this is what we wanted.
Yeah, so
I
good.
just want Nari to be in her hospital. Like, taking care of patients.
Yes, that's all we want. That's all we
All we
want.
want.
Yeah, I loved how everyone was coming together. The reveal that she hadn't left Jamshid behind, I thought it was really well done too, because I was sure that she had left him behind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Because when he was there, I was like, wait, how is he there? I'm a bit slow on the uptake. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I didn't really.
I saw a review. I was just going through Goodreads. Whenever I finish a book, I read the reviews just to see what people think, because I always find that interesting. And someone mentioned that they didn't like how that bit of like character development by Nari, like realizing that she can't keep leaving people behind, should have been done like on page. Like we should actually be able to see her, coming to the realization.
Mm-hmm.
But the reveal was so good. Like I can't fault Esther Chakraborty for doing that. Like, yeah, I was like, yes, you did it. So yeah, I thought it would have been kind of meh if she just, oh right, no, I should bring you. Like, yeah, you should come. Like, I should use you for this. Like, I think it would have been a bit boring, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. It was. Otherwise, you're too in on the plan, aren't you? Kind of need to be outside it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it was so relieving at that point as well.
Yes. And I loved how you could definitely feel like, even though they had like brought all this, army kind of thing together and brought so many people back to Daevabad to fight, it was still, you couldn't really be sure that they were going to win. I mean, you could, because that the good guys have to win in the end, but it was not going to be something like easily done and like.
Yeah.
My only confusion was how Ali and Pirate Lady, how they got so many people together so quickly. That I know they fast tracked in their like tunnels.
Yes.
But yeah, that
That
was the
is-
only
that
thing
is
where I
what
was
I
like,
got.
this feels a bit unrealistic that this is happening.
Maybe, yes.
Happening too quickly.
But-
I don't remember now the timeline, like how many days he
Yeah.
had to grab all those people.
I
Mhm.
think it was like
I
5
can't
days.
remember now. Yeah, maybe.
Something
Maybe
like
it was
that,
a bit
yeah.
too fast. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But I
But
do
it was
like
still amazing, them like rocking up and then him being like, oh yeah, I can just move the water.
And just like parking the ships by the palace.
that's such a great power.
It's like I want to see that.
Such a good power. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh right, I can just like.
How
So good.
terrifying was that married god under the sea? She was absolutely terrifying. Mel's
Totally.
Hi, Mel. Mel's in the comments.
Oh.
Hope you're feeling better.
Where is she?
Oh, hi Mel.
Oh.
What did you end up thinking about the book, Mel?
There we go. Okay, now I found it. This is the first time I read this live, so I'm finding all the places on the side. Hey, Mel.
All the things that everyone does on lives, yeah, been there.
Yeah, it's like a bit of a juggling act, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
glad you're feeling a little better. And hope you liked it.
What
It
were we
would
talking about?
be good to see like on film, like
yeah.
under the like rivers and the seas and like that imagery and stuff. I bet it could look amazing on camera. Oh, you've not
Yes.
finished it. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know. I'll keep quiet.
Okay, let us know up to what point you've made it, Mel. Or maybe you just started it. I don't know, but yeah, because we have been going through a lot of spoilers.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been just going all over it.
But we did really enjoy it, so we are hopeful that you will too, Mel. We thought it was a good ending to the trilogy.
You'll have a ranking of favorite to least favorite book in the series.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
The second might be my like. I loved all of them.
Yeah.
But okay, good.
Okay.
All right, so maybe only watch this back once you finished it.
Yeah. I find it hard to separate the books.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
in a
fair.
series. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe I just enjoyed them in the order. Like I probably
Yeah.
enjoyed this final one the most, and then I don't know. Maybe it was satisfying because we got all the answers in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the ending was good.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
They're just all 5 stars. It's fine.
Yeah, definitely. I think that if I had to choose, maybe I would go with the second one, but I think it was just because of the reading experience, because I read that one in one day.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Or like most of it. Yeah. Like
Mhm.
literally like 80% of it I read in one day. So, and I like when I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I like when I can binge a book. So maybe in terms of that, I would say the second one is my favorite, but I definitely really loved the 3
Mhm.
equal measure, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
And-
physically read it, or did you listen to it?
What?
Did you physically read it, or did you listen
On
to
my Kindle.
it on your Kindle? Okay. Yeah. I'm so impressed you can read like this book in 2 days. I would love to have the ability to do that, but
Yeah. When I can really sit down and read, I can just go and
yeah.
read for hours. I love that about my ability to read because I can just ignore everything else and just focus on that. Which, nowadays with our attention spans, I think that sometimes it's easy to like get distracted. Like you get a notification on your phone and you're like, oh, I'm gonna check that, and an hour later you're still scrolling through Instagram. So whenever I can actually like sit down and just put the phone away a little bit and like read, and if a book can do that, I think that's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
fair. That's fair.
That sucks. Yeah. What are you reading at the moment then, Mel? Or are you just not reading at all?
Yeah. I can see it not exactly being a slump book.
Hmm.
Because action-packed, yes, but there's also just a lot of things to remember and keep in mind, which
Yeah.
It does
maybe
make
not the easiest if you're in a slump.
I do think that I probably do need to reread the series because I think I was still confused about a few things, just with all the different names and everything and what was going on.
Even with this being my second time, there still were things where it was like hard to try to keep everything
it's a
in
lot.
mind. And so I was like, I'll need to read it a third time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we all kind of lose that ability to like read for hours and hours. So whenever I can do it, I'm like, yay, I did it.
Fair.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah. It's quite a nice one just to sit in that world as well. Take your time with it.
It is definitely just a world you can sink into, which is, I know I've come to find that, I mean, yes, there's plot and characters, and I tend to be a character-driven reader, but I'm starting to realize I'm also just like an environment and vibes reader more than either character or plot specifically. I mean, if I had to say character or plot, I'd probably tend to gravitate towards character-focused stories, but like I'm all about the vibes and the world and just like being able to mentally like immerse myself in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, good call.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
It's been a while. I need to do that.
I've never watched Buffy.
Oh, really?
Never watched a full series, like just some random episodes here and there. Whenever I caught them on cable when it was on when I was little teenager, I guess. Yeah, I never really got that into it, but I do hear it's like a great comfort show for people. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I think I need to try it because it's definitely something that I'd probably like.
I thought it was super fun, at least from what I remember. And definitely agreed. Yeah, the world building I think is so cool.
Yeah. That's why I can't wait to read The River of Silver so I can get into that a little bit more.
I was looking at the list. I was looking at the table of contents to see either like the title of the ones or if it like had a perspective, and so I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I haven't opened it like on my Kindle, but I haven't touched it, and I'm like looking at my list of books for the readathon that I'm participating in, and I'm like, when is it going to be its turn? But yeah, I know I'm probably going to try to read it in a day because it's kind of short, 250 pages or something. So yeah, I'll definitely.
This is in reference to Buffy.
Yeah, Mel was shocked. I hadn't seen it.
Gilmore Girls. I did love Gilmore Girls. That's also
that's definitely a comfort show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've only watched 1.5 seasons of Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
Kim!
It's so good.
I was Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, the OC. I don't know how I missed. I don't think we must have had the Gilmore Girls in the UK. I don't think we had it when it came out. I think it's like a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Buffy we definitely had. I don't know how I missed that train.
I haven't seen the Heartstopper one. I've only read the first volume. And I really want to keep going because it was super cute, and I'm very excited to see the show. I've heard good things, but
I haven't watched it or read.
Neither. I haven't either.
I feel very left out, but I don't know if I want to read. I mean, I'm sure that I would enjoy them, but those are the things that I definitely would want to read physically. Like on my computer or whatever, because I do know that they are online to read. But yeah, I have seen them in the bookshop here. So
it is at least the first one from what I was.
Yeah, I might buy the first one and see what I think.
Like if you just need a hug.
Yeah, my students have said it's really good. I have students who have watched it and read the graphic novel and really liked it. So
yeah. I feel like maybe I should get out of the library and see.
Yeah.
I am so jealous that you have libraries.
Do you guys not have libraries out there?
Yeah, but not with books in English. Like, yeah. So
It is actually, or at least the one closest to me is actually closed right now for some renovations. So
that's nice.
yeah,
Maybe it'll be like uber cool when it's done.
yeah.
When
Nick
I
and
was
Charlie
little,
are super cute.
yeah, I've seen like the actors who play them in the show. I've seen like interviews or something, when you're scrolling through Instagram. The algorithm knows what I like, apparently. And they seem really cute. So yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say that when I was little, I used to take out books from my English Institute library.
Okay.
So I kind of missed that, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, where I go now to, like, my schools don't have the books that I would like to take out from a library anymore. Like, they have, books for children.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I used to really love going to the library and getting the librarian's opinion on what I should read next. She's the one who gave me Emma by Jane
nice.
Austen when I was like 15 or something. Yeah,
I love it.
she was great. I love that.
Aww.
But yeah, I kind of miss that experience of like going to a library and seeing what you can get. I should try to do that with books, like from around here, but it's hard to like kind of get back into reading literature from here in my own language. I don't know why. But yeah, it's like my reading taste is very much oriented to that now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Globalization.
You have not Scribs, Everend. Do you have that?
Yeah, I do not. But that's only for audio, right? Is it?
And ebook.
Ebooks as well.
There are ebooks too?
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
I might try to see how that works.
And I think, at least from what I don't have it anymore because I wasn't using it enough to justify it. And with Spotify, now at least having a little bit of audio time, I was like, okay, I'll just. But I think if I remember right, the ebooks are truly, you can just like go through as many ebooks as you want. The audiobooks are, they say it's unlimited. It's not an unlimited.
Oh.
Yeah, but I find like I run out every now and then, but it's not all the audiobooks, and it's just like you have to just wait a few days and then they come.
Right.
Because actually, the one for this, or it might have been actually Kingdom of Copper, just like wasn't there when I was like, wait, but I want to read it, and I was really stressed because I was like, no, but I need to listen to it, and but then it came back like a couple of days later. Thank God, because I was like, no, I can't physically read the whole book. I'm not.
Pretty sure the ebooks are. I think you can just go through as many.
I think you can. Yeah, I think it's just audio.
Sure?
I think it's really good value for money. Like I use it all the time, but I guess it depends if you're gonna use it, obviously. But it's better than my library. It's much better than my library.
Good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on that and see.
Yeah.
See what I find. But yeah. I am. What are you guys reading now?
Let's see. Actually, I have it nearby. The Unmaking of June Farrell.
Oh, that's such a pretty book.
Right? This is the Fairy Loot version. And I love Adrienne Young. So when they, like, this was a separate one that they, like, sold separately from the subscription. And I was like, no.
Okay.
Take my money, Fairy Loot.
All your books are so gorgeous, Emily. They're all so lovely.
Yeah, they're also from, like, how am I supposed to resist? It's a problem.
I am kind of happy that getting Fairy Loot editions for me would be prohibitively expensive because I would be broke. If I could, get those easily, I would be broke. Like,
yeah, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
I think like one time I tried to get a Fairy Loot box and it was like sold out, and then I just never looked again.
Now, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a wait list, and I was like,
there's a wait list. Yeah.
Just don't go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, I got lucky because I think I started subscribing in 2019 when it was like, it's not that they were brand new at that point, but it definitely was younger, and I could just like sign up. And then as they've been adding these different boxes, like it's actually been kind of fun to see Fairy Loot grow over the years, and just the
Yeah.
customizations that they're able to do now that they weren't doing at first, and changing the types of items they have in their box, or like adding the new subscriptions for adult or romantasy, and like the other just stuff that they've been able to add has been kind of fun to watch. But
Yeah,
also
I love
a problem
watching
with my wallet.
unboxing videos,
Yeah.
and I live vicariously through people like going through items, and I'm like, oh my god, I would so
Yeah.
want that.
Like, I use some of their stuff like every day. Like the
That's
stuff
so
that I've gotten
cool.
in some of the boxes. So
I did get the a couple of years ago. I got the John Green Book Club one, and yeah, it was quite expensive. I had a better
Yeah.
job then. I couldn't afford it now, but they didn't give you much. But I've still got these really cute little wooden like bookish coasters that are still like, in my living room with little bookshelves. Like, yeah, they're so cute. So you can get some like fun stuff in there that you would never think to use.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I could afford book boxes because I'd be so excited every month.
Yeah, a little bit like Christmas.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, the postage can be, and like I got lucky too because they like now have a shipping base in the U.S.
Right.
which like help bring the shipping cost down. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
because Fairy Loot's UK, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah, and so at first when I was getting it, like they were shipping everything from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it is also a problem too if you don't know if you'd enjoy the books. One of the cool things too is there are a couple of Instagram accounts now that will spoil it. So if you want to,
you can skip the box.
You can skip the box and say, I don't know if I'm interested in that one. I haven't skipped it, but you could. If you want Theoretically, you could. It didn't seem like it was something that was up your alley, but yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I like to just be like, well, give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is where it's getting to me for me too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And every time a Fairy Loot box comes, Matt's like, oh, what's
where are we
here? And I'm like, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, did you say since 2019? So you must have a lot of things.
Quite a few. And I have either sold or donated the ones that I didn't want to keep.
Right.
But
makes sense.
I have a fair number.
But I do feel like you're quite good, Emily, because you read a lot of books.
And
so I
feel
like you read them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I read at a volume where it's like I can justify it.
Yeah.
At least right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. I see a lot of like those unboxing videos and I'm like, what? How are you reading all of this? Are you actually keeping up with them? There's so many. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
It's actually like the number of books that I haven't read. Like I have a little small turn. I say small. It's like a turn table shelf here of stuff that I haven't read, and then some more nonfictions up on a different shelf that I haven't read. But like, the percentage of ones that I've unread versus the ones that I have read, I'm like, I'm okay with this percentage.
That's good. That's good.
So I need to be careful and not like go to my library's book sale, for example, or like I need to be careful and like not do those things because like the number that I have right now
will be bigger.
I could get through a good solid chunk of these by the end of the year, but I need to not pile it on too heavily. So we'll see. It's a constant struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Most of this I haven't read. Most of that is not read. Apart from I have a lot of like unread. But I've got loads of like old like science, like popular science books that I just have never read. But I always go, oh, I'm just going to get rid of it, and then I read the back, and I'm like, no, but I want to read it. And then and then I just never. It would take me like 3 years if I sat and tried to just read them with reading nothing else. Like I have so many.
There's too many.
What was I doing buying them all the time?
This is true too, and this is something that I've been noticing and appreciating is like, quite a few of the items some of the ones that they kind of repeat or types of items at least for Fairy. I mean, I can't speak for any of the other ones that include random like items, but at least for Fairy Loot, like the ones that they kind of repeated a lot, they've kind of slowed down significantly on, and they're trying to focus quite a bit on having some more practical ones that you would use, which I appreciate.
So cool.
Yeah.
Haven't watched an unboxing for ages because I feel like I overdid it, and now all I want to do is go and watch unboxings.
You should go find some.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm currently reading When We Were Orphans by Kazuo Ishiguro.
Oh, I haven't read that one. That's the only Kazuo Ishiguro book I haven't read, I think.
Oh, really? The only one? Oh my gosh.
I haven't read any of his yet.
I want to.
I
don't even know what it is about. Like, I know I have it because
I think it's kind of more fun, like not really knowing what it's about.
Oh, great.
I think it's very intriguing. But yeah, I don't know if I should say anything about it. It's one of those bits where like, it needs to be. Right. But I'm really enjoying it. When I first read it, I read about 10 pages. It might have been less than 10 pages, and I was already fiercely protective of the main character. Yeah.
Love it.
So I'm reading it for the 5-star prediction prompt, but I'm like,
Nice.
That's great. That's great. Oh, now you've made me excited to read it. Think for the month because now I want to read it. I haven't read any Kazuo Ishiguro this year, and I just have that one I think left.
Yeah.
So wow. Sound intriguing. I've been wanting to check them out.
So good.
I've only read. Well, this is only my second one.
Not read our first one last month.
What was it?
Which one, Mel? Yes, tell us. He's one of my favorite all-time authors. Like I have adored every single thing I've read by him. Like everything. I should do a video on him because now I've read. When I read when we were orphans, maybe I'll do a video.
That would be great because I actually would really love to. I mean, I know a few of them, and those have been intriguing, but it would be good to.
Yeah, because I feel like he has like 2 different types of books that he tends to write, and I find that really interesting to see. Like whenever the last book that came out, so excited! I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't read that one in ages. I really need to reread it, I think. But I was very excited when Clara and the Sun came out, which was his last book, to read it and try to see in which category it would fall, and it was so much fun. It was great.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Go back and check the blog.
Ooh,
so what are the 2 categories of books that he has?
Well, I would say you have kind of like dystopian kind of things, like science fiction-y dystopian kind of things, but very literary, obviously, because he kind of like that. And then just very stark, real life, contemporary things, like complete kind of opposites. And they're both so good. Both types, he does so well in both things. So yeah.
So the one I'm reading is like historical fiction detective.
Oh, that's different then. That might be something that doesn't fall into any of the categories. I'm so excited. I have to read it now.
I'm only about 40% through, but I am really enjoying it.
It's great. Love it.
But I did try and listen to, because like I needed to read a romance for something, and I don't really like romance, and I don't know why, because I love romantic films, like romantic comedy films. I love it. And I tried to read Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. Don't know if you guys have read that.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You have, yeah. But I got about 20% through, and I was just like, why do I keep trying to read romance? Like, I wish I want to like it so much, and I just don't.
I like that one. I didn't like the second one as much, but.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. Yeah. Like the ones that are like contemporary, real life kind of thing, they tend to be kind of like meandering, kind of train of thought kind of thing, which I really enjoy reading about. Makes you really get lost in the character, in the character's mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoy that about his writing.
Oh, and Mel also enjoyed Boyfriend Material.
I did like it. Yeah, I wish I
Kim,
liked.
have you tried Emily Henry? 'Cause
No,
I-
no.
I do love Emily Henry.
I haven't read a lot of romance recently because I kind of got out of that phase of my life too. But I read, is it Book Lovers?
Mhm.
No. Which one is the one of the two writers that write each other's genre?
Oh, that one's Beach Read.
Beach Read. Yeah, I read
Oh, the
Beach
Book
Read.
Lovers is also one.
I keep getting them mixed up. I only read Beach Read and I really loved that one.
Oh, really? I do want to give some Emily Henry a go because I know everybody loves her. And who's the one that's like everyone loves at the moment? Amy Jimenez? Is that?
Oh,
Ali Jimenez.
I do love the two that she's written recently that are connected. Oh, and Mel's also recommending Beth O'Leary. I actually haven't read any Beth O'Leary yet.
I'm intrigued to read about Beth O'Leary as well because I kind of think that the romance that I would be interested in reading about has kind of like another plot apart from, like another plot point apart from the romance.
Yeah.
And in Beach Read, you had that, like the characters felt well developed and they had things going on apart from the romance. And I think from what I've heard of Beth O'Leary books, it's like the same. So yeah, that would be a good recommendation, Kim, for you to try.
Yeah, I have got the flat share on Kindle, I think. So I'll try and give it a go soon.
We'll make a romance reader out of you yet.
It's so stupid because I love like romantic films. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, and maybe it's just like sometimes it works in film, but not for books.
I think maybe I'm a bad actor in my head. So things sound cheesy to me when I read them, but when I see actors say, I buy into it. So I just think I just can't act in my head.
Maybe try audiobooks. Honestly, a narrator might sell it for you.
Yeah, I do audiobooks. Yeah,
I mean, could be. And Emily Henry's books are typically narrated by Julia Wayland, who is a 10 out of 10 narrator.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give Emily Henry a go as well. Yeah. What are you reading, Manny?
I started like almost a week ago. I started The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by
Emily's.
Sorry.
And I've been meaning to read the series for so long, and I finally started it like a week ago. I read maybe 15%, and then I had to stop reading because work piled on. So I'm planning to pick it up again tonight because I'm definitely not going to do any correcting or report writing tonight. So I plan to go into it tonight again and keep up with that. I love Becky Chambers, the Robot and Monk series. And I think last year I also read To Be Taught If Fortunate and loved it. So I know I'm going to love this series. But yeah, I'm reading it for Big Bongathon for the big book prompt. So yeah, I'm excited.
Well, yeah, I always think her books are tiny, but that one is pretty.
That one is huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is quite big. Yeah. But I'm loving the characters. I'm loving the vibe. It reminded me of I don't know if you guys saw this show Firefly.
I love Firefly. I did love.
I'm still so mad that it got canceled.
No, like come on,
it's so good.
I'm gonna look it
up. Oh my god, it's science fiction future in which and it's like kind of space cowboy pirates.
Yeah. The bug on me.
That's basically I'm on the Mel has asked which team am I on. I joined the Literary Punksters.
Yeah, that's the team I'm on as well. That name cracks me up.
I know that you're on another team, Mel, so yeah.
Oh, we rivals.
We're rivals. So good. I have the DVD box set of the show and the movie. And I obviously don't have a DVD player anymore. But they're like good memories to have.
I forgot all about that actor that was in Firefly.
Yeah. He's great.
He's so good. All the actors in that show were so good. The chemistry between them was so perfect. The banter, the humor, the stories. And now I really want to watch it. What platform is it on? I want to see it.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know if it is in any platform, actually. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen it before. I wonder if I can get it over here.
Oh, is it?
Talking of TV shows, though,
Oh,
actually, guys, have you watched Severance?
I have not. Is it good?
Manny, if you can get hold of Severance, you
Okay.
would love it.
Okay.
The whole premise is about there's this like workplace that have figured out how to sever your brain so that basically when you're at home, you don't know what you've done at work. And when you're at work, you have no concept of your outside self. So you're only your work self.
Okay.
And it's just so interesting. And season 2 is coming out in January or February. So yeah, it's a good time to like watch it. I highly
I'm getting it on the list. I haven't really kept up with like new shows or anything. I haven't been watching many things, so that's
it's a good one. I was saying I didn't realize when we watched it. I thought it was a standalone series. So when it got to the end and it was like a massive cliffhanger, I was like screaming at the TV.
Oh my god, I was too. I was like, I need season 2 immediately.
Yeah. It's my favorite like recent show.
Okay, definitely getting it on.
Okay.
Are you on Paige's team? Yeah.
Oh, good.
I really want to know what I guess we're not allowed to talk about the prompts actually. Are we?
Yeah.
We said nothing here.
There's no evidence of anyone.
I'm just reading a book.
It doesn't matter what it's for.
Yeah.
I'm also doing the TBR deck. No, hang on. I've forgotten what it's called now. Do you know Becca Books?
Yes.
Ujo?
It's something with like a thon, no?
Yeah, deck of TBR-a-thon. That's
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you play her card game so I'm playing that play as you go, and then trying to fit it in with what we're doing with the ping pong. I can't.
Yeah.
I
think it's so difficult to say that readathon.
It's midnight, guys. Okay, it's midnight.
Yeah. Oh no! I decided that I was kind of forced into Ping Pongathon. I was not forced, but I was like tempted to join in one of Amy's live stream. Amy from A Star Reads, and she was like, "Yeah, you should all join my team." And I was like, "Okay, I wasn't planning to join any readathons, but fine, here I am." Oh yes, it's the only thing I'm doing. Well, your game, Kim, which I haven't. I think I read.
Come on, guys! I've done my.
I have to submit, but I did read a historical fiction, so there's a prompt for that, right?
Yes. Yeah. I read The Duke and I for historical fiction.
Oh, nice.
And that's a romance, but I have seen Bridgerton, so I enjoyed reading it because I was comparing it to the show.
Maybe okay. So there is a historical there's a historical timeline.
Listen, if it says historical fiction on Goodreads anywhere or like Storygraph anywhere, then I count it.
I'll have to see it because I'm also looking at the other prompts. I'm like, I don't know if I have an author from Australia or a South American author on my on what I kind of was thinking for this month and how that goes.
So I just read for the Australian author. I read yesterday the Memento, in the Illuminae series, the novella. And I listened to it because I got the audiobook for free, and I listened to it and I read it on the Kindle at the same time. And it was, I thought it was the best one out of the whole that series isn't my favorite series, but that novella was fantastic.
If I've only read the first one, can I read it?
I haven't read it.
If you read the first
read the novella if I've only read the Illuminae? Like the first one? Or
well, it's a prequel, so maybe.
Okay. So it should be fine.
I would be scared.
I'm scared because I can't remember. I read Illuminae so long ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to say yes.
That one because I loved Illuminae. I thought it was so fun. And I've seen people continue the series, and some of them are like, yeah, continue the series, it's fine. And some of them are like, actually, the second two just overall ruined the experience of reading the series.
I think you can read it with just a link, but maybe look it up. But I think the things they discuss in it are only things, they're like foreshadowing Illuminae.
Okay.
More than the rest of the series, I think. But maybe just Google it and see. I don't want to say yes.
That could be an intriguing option, because that you could get, I could get through quickly.
I still haven't decided what I'm going to read for a South American author. haven't
You have a
decided.
short recommendation.
I have a bunch of books
Squeeze
behind
in
me
there.
that are by Uruguayan authors, but they are nonfiction, and I am
Yeah.
not doing it to myself this month.
Yeah.
They're about politics and history, and I'm like, no, thank you. So I need to find something else. But that would be a good excuse to go to the library.
Hmm. Yeah, because then you have loads of choice.
I had kind of forgotten about that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to do that.
Mhm.
I just need to find what I'm in the mood to read. But yeah, I don't know. And I am gonna try to read the group book, The Dry, because I am intrigued by it, and I hadn't heard of it, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I
I
do
kind of
love
want
the type series.
I gave up on that. I was too scared.
Yeah, I saw your comment, Kim, and I was like, okay, this should be interesting.
It wasn't even that scary. It was just my imagination. Like, I can't read like thrillers. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. I'm having trouble sleeping at the moment as it is. I don't need to add on other people's drama to my like fake drama. But it was
fantasy.
Yeah. It was interesting though. Maybe when I'm feeling a bit more like I can deal with it, maybe I'll read it one day because it was intriguing. Just a bit sad.
This is for like the game that Ken plays for her TBR.
Yeah.
The 2 teams.
Yeah, Team Elephant Group book is it's not. It's like you just have to read any book by Jane Harper, who wrote The Dry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you don't have to read The Dry. Mm-hmm. But then I wanted to read Memento, so I'm not getting the 5 points. But I'm so confident that we're gonna win that I'm like.
I'm kind of like the same because what are we 2 spots away from the end?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it's the wrong author. Never mind. Okay, but yeah, maybe I can find that one. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe at least the novella for Lemonade. Maybe I could at least squeeze that in. At least get a couple more points.
Yeah, if you can read it and listen to the same time, Emily, it was a good experience.
I loved doing that for Lemonade. Yeah.
Those audiobooks are so well done. Like they're incredibly well done. So have you not read it, Manny, that series?
I have not. I heard the same thing that you said, like the first book is great and then the series kind of like falls off. So I haven't been interested to pick it up, I guess.
Do you know what? I feel like
we're all in the elephants team.
All right, I'm out. No, just kidding.
But I feel like the thing is, Mel's witnessed us be so cocky about winning. We're going to lose. We're going to totally lose.
That's true.
Oh, Mel likes The Dry.
Oh, there's a movie. Oh, interesting.
Hey, you can't watch the movie, the visual version, as my mum says. You can't do that. Yeah, we're in a book club together, and sometimes she turns up and says, "Oh, I read the visual version."
I've read the visual.
That's so funny. That's great. Oh my god.
Right, I'm gonna have to shoot, guys, because it's 10 past 12.
Oh yeah, it's very late.
Yeah. We got derailed the last half, but totally fine.
Yeah. No. Well, we couldn't spoil the book for Mel. We couldn't spoil it. But yeah, so yeah, we'll read the short story collection, I guess.
Collection and
when we can.
Come back at some point soon.
I'm definitely gonna try to read it this month at some point. Because I'm excited to get back into that. And also I don't want to leave it too long. So
yeah, definitely. There's actually the extra. Do you guys get the extra epilogue at the end of the book? I haven't read it yet.
I did. I haven't read it, but it was there.
Yeah.
I think it might also be in the short story collection.
I did wonder that, I thought it might be.
It might be in there too. So.
Yeah.
I have to check. I have to see. Okay, I'm excited.
All right, guys. Mel, I hope you have a lovely day. And
yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it depends when you would like to.
That is a great question.
Yeah.
It's shorter, so we could do it like
early September.
On the sooner side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle.
Yeah, if you wanted to, Mel, because obviously you're still reading Empire of Gold, so just let us know when you're Ready? And then we'll go from there. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a lovely evening, you two.
All right,
And
thanks.
lovely day, Mel.
Bye.
See you guys later. Bye.